I'm going to show you a type of exercise called body weight exercises, which, as the name suggests, you're just using your body weight to create the resistance. Gravity, amazingly enough, can be a very powerful tool. This is for anyone really, you with low fitness to very good fitness. It's just going to depend on the intensity and the type of exercises and modifications that you choose to use in order to find where you fit in that spectrum. The nice thing about this is there's really no equipment that's needed. And what makes it different is it's inexpensive or free, so that's a great option for a lot of people. You get great results out of this. You get quick transitions because you're not racking or unracking weights or changing settings on machines, so you can transition from one exercise to the next exercise very quickly. And so, and partly because of that, you can combine strength and cardio very effectively. Like I said earlier, all the exercises are easy to modify. And one great thing too is that machines can limit muscle activation because they're going to stabilize you. Whereas in this, you're going to get a little more whole body type workouts. So now I'm going to show you some exercises that, these are just examples. There's lots of exercises that you can use for body weight exercises. First one I'm going to show you is called the inchworm. So from here, you're going to bend over, put your hands, start walking them out in front of you. Walk them out as far as you can. Then with short little steps, you're going to pull your feet back up. And great thing about this too is it's going to stretch out your hamstrings and your calves. Another one I'm going to show you is the mountain climber. So from the prone position, like you're getting ready for a push-up, bring your right leg up to your chest, left, and if you want to progress it, it'll look like that. Another one that is great to get your heart rate up is the burpee. So with the burpee, you're down, you're back, you're up, and you jump. And if you want to, you can incorporate a push-up into this. Just like that. Plank, we'll do some isometric core. So you're going to get plank position, hold this for a set duration. Side plank is also excellent body weight exercise. You can modify, make it harder. From the plank also actually. So if you're wanting to do this plank, let's say you hold this for 15 or 20 seconds, push up, hold it for another 15 or 20 seconds, you can add the push up into what you're already doing. Show you another one. I don't have a wall, I'm just going to use this bar, but wall sit, hold this for 30, 40 seconds. This is a great one for working the quads. Another great body weight exercise is the lunge. I'll just show you a forward lunge. You're going to step forward, you want to make sure you take a big enough step so that way when you drop your back knee down, almost touching the ground, your forward knee isn't extending past your toe and it's tracking in with that big toe right there. Then you're going to step back up, pushing off of your heel, kind of exploding back. If you find that this is too easy, you can add a twist. You're going to rotate over your forward leg. You can add things like a reach. So a lot of modifications you can do with the lunge there. Another great body weight exercise is the squat. Tight through the core, keep your low back in neutral position. Hinge at the hip there, then you're going to bend through the knees, making sure that they don't extend past your toes and they track with your big toe. So you're going to be able to do your squats. Weight back on your heel. When you stand back up, you're going to try to push your heel through the floor. If you find that these are a little bit too easy, you can try going a little lower, but if you have limited flexibility and you start to round your back, then you're going to want to spend some time stretching out those hamstrings. Another way to make it harder is the jump. You want to make sure that you're not jarring your knees or your back when you land. You want to absorb that landing. Another one that I personally like is the step up. So with this, you'll need a chair or a bench or a box, but you have your forward leg up. I usually like to start both up because it's easy to cheat. So you're going to lower yourself down, and notice with my foot here, I touch on my heel and then pull myself back up. So that way, if you come down and touch on the toe, it's really easy to cheat and use your down leg calf to help you come back up. So just touch at the top, just barely, touch at the bottom. Do both legs. Next thing I'm going to show you is the calf raise. So pretty self-explanatory, but you're going to raise up onto your toes. You should feel tight through the gastrocnemius back there. If this is too easy, add a calf jump. So good progression there. Quadruped leg lift. This it's a little harder actually than it looks, but you're going to want to keep your spine neutral position, tight through the core, down on all fours like this here. You're going to we're going to start with the left leg and bring that back. You're going to drop it down and pull up. You don't want to extend way up like this and extend through the back. You want to just come up even with the hip. Gets a little too easy. You can add some rotation to it as you do it. Drop it back down. Another great one from this is the lateral raise. So change angles so it's a little easier for you to see. But from here you're going to bring this leg out and you're going to get activation in through your glutes and even on the down leg because it has to stabilize. If you're more flexible than me, you can actually do it with the legs straight out. So a few options there from the quadruped position. Next one I'll show you is just a standard push-up. So great body weight exercise. Standard push-up, you want to stay tight through your core, keep that neutral position in your back. If you find this a little too difficult, you can go down to your knees. If you find this too easy, great modification is the Superman, where you're bringing your leg up to your elbow as you're dropping down and then returning back. Donkey kick is another one you can do from the quadruped position, where you're starting here on all fours. You're going to have your up leg will be bent at the knee at 90 degrees. You're going to drop down, bring back up. You're going to squeeze through the glutes. Make sure to keep your core tight as you're doing this. You don't want to extend way up because then you're going to lose that nice natural arch in your spine there. Another one I'll show you is called the Superman. Superman, you're in the prone position, down on the ground, arms out in front of you, tight through the core again. You're going to use some rhomboid activation between your shoulder blades. You're going to lift your legs up and your arms up. You're going to hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. Another great body weight exercise, again, you're going to need a chair or a bench, but even just a dining room chair works great for this. You can sit on the edge of your chair, hands right in close to your hips, move yourself forward, drop down, try to keep the elbows in. You don't want them flared way out like this. If you find that this is a little bit too easy for you, a great progression is to get some phone books or a box and raise your feet up, and that's going to put more weight on your triceps. Last one I'm going to show you here is the Russian twist. So you're going to be seated, legs bent, feet on the ground. You're going to bring your torso back to 45 degrees and you're going to rotate left, right, tight through that core. It's a little too easy. You can lift your feet and do it. And the further you move your back toward the floor, your torso toward the floor, the harder it's going to get. And if it's at 45 degrees, it's too hard, you can raise yourself up so you're not as steep of an angle and still perform the exercise. And this is just scraping the surface of the amount of bodyweight exercises that are out there available. I just wanted to show you a few and go out and give it a try.